and right, Haus, left and right, twist. Let's go for the fun. Legs in the air. If we twist it all day, it's the toes that gray. It's one day out of life. It won't be, no one day is so nice. Everybody break the world. We're gonna have a celebration all across the world. In every nation, it's time for the good times. Forget about the bad times today. We'll get to come together to release the pressure. We need a holiday. It's a holiday. It's the tones that gray. It's one day out of life. It will be, no one day of if we do the holiday. It's the tones that gray. It's one day out of life. It's one day out of life. It will be, no one day is so nice. No pain, no gain. Round it up. Hold your breath. Left and right. And punch it up. You can tell me what's wrong. Bring back all of your happy days. Put your drinks down. It's time to celebrate. Let the love shine. And we will behind. To get together can make things better. We need a holiday. Celebrate, 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 celebrate. It's we took the holiday. It's sometimes that way. It's one day out of life. It will be, it will be repeat twice. Celebrate, celebrate, celebrate. Come all the way up. Celebrate, 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 celebrate. Left and right. Swing your arms. Pump it up, pump it up. Celebrate, celebrate. Bodies. Celebrate, celebrate. Prance and twirl. And pump it up, pump it up. It's just another day. It's sometimes that way. Celebrate this one day out of life. Holiday, it will be, it will be so nice. It's just another day. It's sometimes that way. Celebrate this one day out of life. This one day out of life. It will be, it will be. Come on, celebrate. Come on, celebrate, celebrate. Come on, celebrate. Come on, celebrate, 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 celebrate.
Hello, lovely people. So I think I managed to do that. Look at me with my glasses on. I think I managed to do that without an interruption. Again, it's a bit weird because I'm kind of looking at myself on a screen and not there yet, but I can see that I've caught up, or you've caught up with me. So I just wanted to touch base with everybody this evening. There's a couple of things. Obviously, we had the competition running in our virtual salon. The entries were very few entries. However, the entries that came in were amazing, and it was really great to see some people as well, like with me saying last week that, you know, a great blow dry is actually 80% knowledge and only 20% skill, and you all proved that by far this week, the people that posted. So I'll do the winner, who's won a platinum priority pass, which is kind of really what I wanted to kind of come on tonight and explain a little bit about how we're going to be managing opening the salon doors. So obviously we don't yet have a definite from the government, but they're due to review it tomorrow, and obviously there are numerous different rumours out there. And I think a great thing at the moment is, you know, kind of, I think we have to kind of, in some respects, guess what's going to happen. At some point, obviously, businesses do have to be allowed to go back. It can't be indefinite. I think that kind of what we've done has been amazing as a country. We've put the brakes on. And I think the government's decision at some point in the next few weeks will to be gently release those brakes and allow us to get back to life. I won't say normal. If you saw my post this morning, I kind of think that it'd be great if we have a new kind of normal, having been given this opportunity to slow everything down and like relook at kind of how we want things to be. So I obviously kind of have the privileged position of being quite well connected within the industry, and so also internationally as well. So I've been able to have conversations with hairdressers and kind of people in the know in other countries, as other countries are returning back to Germany today. I spoke to one of our business partners, and obviously German salons have started going back, and Austria, a couple of other places, and then also as well, you know, kind of out in the Far East, China, in fact, and some other places, Korea, Asia, those kind of places. So, and looking at what kind of they've been asked to do, and how that is generally managed, how it's managed when it goes back. And so what I've done is selected what I think is all of the best practice from all of these places, because as much as we would all like to get our hair done, obviously the safety of you as our guests and the team is paramount. And although we've self-isolated, like coronavirus is still out there, there isn't yet a vaccine, etc. So we just have to kind of go back to life in a different way, and all being a little bit more cautious. And I did send out an email today, and it kind of got very long-winded because it was quite hard to explain the whole situation. So in the time that we've been closed, by the time, if we were to go back in the next, I think 2 to 3 weeks, it would be around about 700 appointments that we've cancelled. So obviously now as a salon, we have 700 people who should have had appointments. And obviously that's like a 4, 5 week, 6 week process. So, kind of obviously then we've got appointments that are due in our book. So from that perspective, like looking at it, I was like, this is kind of a logistical nightmare in some respects. Now, one of the things that I know, I think will continue to be put in place, and that we've seen in when I've had conversations that I've seen have been put in practice and is being fed back in other countries, is that social distancing. So although hairdressers do seem to be in the first to second wave of businesses that go back in every country, which is good news, one of the things that is stipulated is still the social distancing. And obviously for us, we're quite lucky. We've got a beautiful salon with plenty of space, but we do need to control how many people are in there at any one time. So in order to make sure that social distancing measures are kept in place, we will only be having 2 guests at any one time in the salon. So that's halved our appointments. So that's only 2 of our designers working at any one time. So we've automatically reduced our appointments by half in that. So we've now got 700 people trying to get into half as many appointments. So the first thing that I've done is extended our opening hours. So in fact, we will now be opening from 8 a.m. in the morning to 10 p.m. at night. And that will be Tuesday to Saturday. We will still be closed Sunday and Monday. The welfare of my team is still paramount. If they're tired, ill, worn out, they're no good to you. So we will be making sure that the team obviously stay fit and healthy as well. So Tuesday to Saturday, we will open from 8 in the morning till 10 p.m. at night. Now, obviously, we don't know when that's going to be. There will only be 2 designers in at a time. So we will work on split shifts. So effectively, what will happen is 2. So for instance, myself and Chris may be working on Tuesday, 8 till 2 in the afternoon. And then Ben and Carl would come in at 2 o'clock and work till 10 o'clock in the evening. Now, the other thing that we are also is being fed back, that there is, in some respects, a control on the amount of time. So we are trying to limit appointments. So when it comes to color, etc., we will be booking color appointments as 3 hours. So I'll kind of come into that a little bit more as well in terms of how that works with your priority passes. So one of the ways that we kind of thought of, or I kind of came up with, of controlling kind of, or trying to give people opportunity, was obviously some of you will have known that the priority pass has been released this week, and you can buy this, and I'm going to go through that a little bit more in a moment. So we're booking 2 types of appointment effectively: a longer slot for a cut, because there'll be treatments included, and then obviously a 3-hour appointment for color and cut. You will need skin tests, but don't panic. We will organize all of that when we know that we're opening. So at the moment, the only way you can book an appointment is to buy a priority pass. I will show you how to do that in a moment if you haven't already done it. But if you check your email okay, then if you check your emails or go on the Facebook page, all of the things I've asked you to do in the past few weeks, like the Facebook page, join the virtual salon, if you've done those things, then you would most definitely have had stuff about Priority Pass today. I have to tell you now that the Platinum Priority Pass has sold out. There are no more Platinum Priority Passes. We cannot guarantee you an appointment in the first week anymore. I'm sorry, they all sold out at about lunchtime today, okay? There is still gold, there is still silver, and there is still bronze. Okay, I'll explain all of that to you in a moment. So when you get your Priority Pass, what will happen is once you've paid for that, and I'll go through those kind of things, there's been a few hiccups on that, you'll get an email that asks you to select what day of the week, whether you'd like morning or afternoon, and what you would like to book. And then you will then be emailed back with an appointment. Now, we have basically done our appointment book for 4 weeks. So it doesn't matter when we open. We will open on a Tuesday. So if the government was to say tomorrow you can open, we won't open till next Tuesday. Okay, I need time for the team to come back in. I need time to do your skin test. We need time to make sure everything's ready for you, that all of our PPE is in place, etc. Okay, so effectively, if the government says tomorrow, right, that's it, you can all go back to work, we will be opening next Tuesday. Whatever happens, the first day that we will open will be the first Tuesday after the government gives us permission to go back. We will open on the Sunday prior to that for you to come and get skin tests done. And we will contact those people that need to have skin tests before their appointments on the Tuesday. At that point, that becomes week 1. So you will be contacted if you're a Platinum Priority holder, Platinum Priority Pass holder, and say, for instance, I know some people have already got it. So, for instance, you're in at 8 o'clock on what your Priority Pass booking will say is that you have for instance, a colour and cut appointment on Tuesday at 8 a.m. in week 1. So therefore, you are effectively the first person that's coming back through the door after lockdown. So the moment we know that, what will happen is the appointments will then go onto our Zanotti, onto our online system, and you will get your normal reminders from that. Okay, so what will happen initially is we are booking you in a separate appointment book. It's very complicated, bear with us. Okay, and that will be done via email. Once you've got your pass and been emailed, you'll get an email, you reserve your appointment, we confirm that that's reserved, and then you will stay in that book until we open. So obviously, therefore, at the moment, any appointments that were made between now and July the 1st have been removed from the appointment book. And you will get notified. If you haven't already, you'll get notified. So any appointments that you may have had between now and the 1st of July have already been removed from the book. I apologize, but obviously we are left with this massive problem that we have 700 people trying to funnel back in. And if it was for an important, I know I've spoken to a couple of people, things like weddings and different things, we will obviously try to fit you in before that happens. Please don't panic. Somebody else asked me, if you don't have a Priority Pass, does that mean that you can't book? No, it doesn't mean that you can't book, but all of the Priority Pass people will get offered appointments first. They will go in the book. We will not make any other bookings then, okay, for anybody else, unfortunately, until we know when we're opening. So effectively, if you want to know that you've got an appointment before we know when the lockdown is going to be over, you do need to buy a Priority Pass. Okay, now obviously the Priority Passes mean that you are guaranteed an appointment either in the first week. Well, you can't do that anymore, I'm afraid, because all the Platinum Priority Passes have sold out. So there are no Platinum Priority Passes left. All right, there is now gold, silver, and bronze, which means that you can guarantee that you will be in the first 4 weeks after we open. Okay, and you'll get those appointments confirmed. in the next few days. Okay, so the moment you do it, for some of you, you've already had it. I know emails have been bounding in, and that's what I was doing whilst we were having a holiday. Okay, that's what I was doing, is I was actually sending out priority passes to people. So now I'm just going to go through the whole process. If you have any questions, if you have done a priority pass and don't understand and you've got a question, stick it in the box now. Put a question mark at the beginning so I can see that you've asked a question. If you have questions about hair or anything else like that, anything else that you want to know this evening, it's just a bit of a free-for-all this evening. I don't have any. If you've got questions on the blow-dry videos that I put up this week, if you haven't seen those, you need to join the virtual salon. So get your questions coming. I can see, I think Ben's about in the chat room. I'm not sure about any of the other guys. No, I can't see. I don't think there's Carl. Hello, Carl. I can see Carl's there. I can't see Chris. Although lots of people have been chatting to Chris the robot in the House of Brooks store, which has been nice this week. Okay, so priority passes. Bear with me because I'm going to share my screen just to explain it to you, which means I need to work out what it is I'm going to show you. 2 seconds. Let's close that one. Don't need that one. And then we are going to share my screen. That's what we're going to do. Share my screen. Share my screen. And let's go with a Chrome tab. House of Brooks. Okay. Fabulous. Now, let me just go back and see how that looks. I can see myself there now. Okay, so you can see my screen there. I can see what's going on. So the first thing that you need to do to get a priority pass is you need to go to www.houseofbrooks.com. You can follow the link in any of the emails that I have. He says, there we go, priority booking. No, that's the next one. Okay, bear with, caller. There we go. Okay, so the first thing that you would need to do is go to www.houseofbrooks.com/priority-pass-purchase. Okay, when you get there, you'll be greeted with this page. Okay, so obviously there are no platinum. If you buy a platinum now, unfortunately, you will just get an email telling you that they've sold out. So that will change in the next. It's probably still on there at the moment, but it will change by the end of this webinar. So do not try and buy a platinum because they've all sold out. So gold is your next one, silver and bronze. So gold means that you'll get an appointment within the first 2 weeks that we're open. Obviously, with all of these as well, you're getting a treatment in salon because everybody's hair is going to need a bit of love as well. So effectively, the cost of your pass, the cost of the treatment is actually more than the cost of the pass that you're paying for. So gold will give you within 2 weeks, silver within 3 weeks, and bronze within the first 4 weeks. You just click on Purchase Priority Pass, enter in your name, your email address, click that you authorize me to make payment, and pop your telephone number in, and just in here, choose which one. The prices are all there. Okay. Now, it's really important when you do this that you have got set up, and explains this in your in the email. What you need to do also is make sure that you have set up. If you haven't done this, you will get an email explaining it to you, but you need to make sure that you go to our online booking. So from the website, you just click book, and this will bring up this page. Here you need to click sign in. Use your email address that you normally use at the salon, so the one that we've got registered for you. Now, if you haven't done this, all you need to do is click that you've forgotten your password, enter in your email address, keep it the same one as you bought the priority pass, or the email that we normally email you at from the salon. Click send verification code, reset your password. Once you've done that, you need to go in. Your name will appear up here in the sign in. There is a video that talks you through it. If you get stuck, you can contact me. So then what you need to do is go into sign in, and then in there you'll see payment details, and you just need to add and store a card, and then that will mean that I can process the transaction, and then from that point it will all be automated. Don't panic. As long as you kind of do the purchase, if you haven't done this bit, then you'll get an email that tells you appropriately to do that. But don't panic. The other thing to remember is that when you go to this, when you go to the priority pass purchase, when you're clicking this, you're not actually, so don't panic, okay? You're not putting your card details in, etc. You're just telling me that you wish to purchase. That will happen that will happen in the background, which is why you need to make sure that you've set up your other account. Like I say, you can always email me, but when you do this, no money is taken at this point, okay? But it will then be done in the background, because it then goes on to the online booking, and you'll be notified from there, and it automatically will send you an email asking you what day, what time, and what you would like to book. Okay, if you haven't done the account setup, don't panic. It will automatically send you an email telling that you haven't done that, and there is a video link to a video that shows you how to go through what I've just shown you. If you get stuck, you can just email me. Are there any questions so far? I saw that somebody said they couldn't hear. I hope that's rectified itself. Okay, I've just to see from Louise there. A few people are kind of panicking, so don't panic. Everything's really, really easily solved. So with your priority pass, what will have happened is if you've done this bit and then you will get an email. So you'll get an email. So once you've clicked purchase your priority pass, you will get an email. It won't go through automatically. I have to do that in the background. So then at some point you will either get sent an invoice and an email telling you that you haven't paid, and that you need to go and set up your online account. There's a video that explains how to do that. If you get stuck, message me. I know some people have struggled on iPhones. There's a glitch in the software. It's way beyond my control. But if you message me, there is a workaround and I can sort it out. But please, what you might need to do is just reset your password first, or go onto a computer or an iPad. I'm not sure. It seems to be a specific type of iPhone that we have the problem with. Okay, no, yours is all wrong. So if you've got to the point, you know that you're right. Okay, if you've got to the point that you've had an email asking you what appointment you would like, okay, or suggesting an appointment, okay, then you know that yours has all gone through. Okay, your payment's gone through. You will get a receipt from the computer system about your payment as well. Okay, If there may be a glitch in the system where if you've done it quickly and one email sent, okay, but it will send you one out, okay. Most people, if you're at all unsure, then email me. But what actually happens is if you buy the priority purchase, if you purchase your priority pass here, no card transactions taken at that point. I then go into the appointment booking system and put that membership through for you and buy you the pass, which is why you need to have set up your card on our online booking system. You also need to do that anyway, because in future, if you want to book an appointment online, okay, you will have to have got a card stored on there. It does also mean as well, when you come in, because your card's stored there, you don't even have to get your card out anymore. You can just literally say to us, yes, take my payment when we're finished with your hair, and it will just all go through. Okay, so, and again, obviously from a hygiene perspective, moving on to that in a moment, you know, it'll all be contactless. So there's none of that kind of worry of cross-contamination afterwards, because your card details will be stored. So it's all done in the background. It's all very clever. It's like we kind of knew this was going to happen. We didn't though, if anybody thinks that. Okay. I think, so basically, if you've done this bit, you've purchased your priority pass, you will have had one of two emails, one telling you it hasn't gone through, you need to set up your account. As soon as you do that, it will go through, and then you will be sent an email that explains, that offers you an appointment, that says, when would you like to book? Okay, it sends you a link, okay, to another page. You go on there, and all you do is you enter everything in, when you would like your appointment, what you would like it for, and then you will get an email from me telling you what appointment has been reserved for you and asking you to confirm it. And then that's it. At that point, we're all good to go. Some other bits just to say, to reassure you that when we open, so there has been numerous kind of things about different PPE. So you will, so that when we go back, the designers are going to be wearing face shields. So I've thought long and hard about this. I've had many discussions within the industry, and it appears that we kind of feel really that that's the safest and best way to protect both you and obviously the team as well. So they will be wearing the clear face shields. Obviously, to protect you, it's the only way that we can really kind of work still effectively. I actually tried working in a face mask, and it's just so uncomfortable and so hot that it wouldn't really be fair to ask the designers to do that. However, we will be providing free of charge. If you would like to use them, you don't have to, but there will be disposable face masks available for you when you visit the salon. And so if you, no one will be offended if you wish to wear one of those. You will be more than welcome to wear one of those. So we will be giving those to everybody should they choose to wear them. We obviously will continue to use the disposable gowns and towels, which means there's no cross-contamination. I'm going to kind of harp on now about lots of other salons who don't, okay? They don't use clean towels and gowns, ladies, gentlemen, as much as you would like to think so. Okay, they use them 3 or 4 times and maybe wash them once a week. And even when I worked for a very, very big hairdressing company, there were times when you had to snap the gowns on around people because they were so covered in hairspray. So obviously we would never, ever, and nor have we ever at House of Brooks subjected you to anything like that. So we will continue to use the disposable towels and gowns, which means that you can be assured that there's no cross-contamination there. We will be wearing the visors so that we obviously limit any cross-contamination there for both the designers and for you as guests. There will be face masks provided should you choose to wear them. There will obviously be plenty of tissues as always. We will have hand sanitizer and gel at every unit. The team will be steam cleaning and sterilizing their entire work unit, the backwash and everything in between clients, all of their equipment. There will be new sterilizing jars for things like combs and scissors, which will be done between every client anyway. And at the moment, I'm just reviewing what we do about refreshments. obviously to try and make sure that we minimize any kind of minimize there and make sure that everything's been done in a hygienic way, and there's no cross-contamination. If you have any concerns or worries about your appointment, then please don't hesitate to get in touch. If there's anything that you think that we should be doing that I haven't mentioned, obviously there won't be any more than 2 people in the salon or 2 guests in the salon at any one time. And all of those other measures, obviously we'll be going back to, like I say, steam cleaning and sterilizing all of the work units. I mean, as you know, as guests at House of Brooks, we work in a very kind of safe and hygienic and professional manner. So it's just a few little additions for us. But if there's anything that you need me to make sure happens, to make sure that you feel safe, and you know, like, you have every right to feel maybe a little bit nervous. I read a survey this week that says that 46% of the country do feel nervous about returning to the salon, and I understand that. I understand that fully, and it's my responsibility to make sure that you feel safe when you return to the salon. And so anything that you feel that would help with that, then please don't hesitate to email me, either at hello@House of Brooks, reception at House of Brooks, or just Jody, Jody @houseofbrooks.com, and I'll answer any of those questions. So effectively, we don't know when we're opening, but you know, you can imagine. So one of the things today that I worked out, for instance, is that if we base the fact that it takes 5 minutes to book an appointment on the telephone, based on the number of people that we've had to cancel and the amount of people that we've got to reschedule, it would actually take us 8 days working 8 hours a day just to do the phone calls to book those appointments in. So you can imagine that if we waited until such time as we're given the green light, it would be a nightmare. So obviously this approach enables hopefully a win-win for everybody, in that you can get your appointment secured before. And then obviously what will happen is after that, so the moment we are told that we can open, we will, if there are any priority passes left, stop selling them. And then after that, we will open up the appointment book to whatever spaces are left. This will impact the appointment book for the rest of the year, because we don't know. So at the moment, that 4 weeks and that new booking pattern that we're doing, that may be something that has to stay in permanently. So therefore obviously that 4 week and our new roster and our new working system will probably be something that stays in permanently, which means that all appointments that are in the book for the rest of this year, or kind of for eternity at this point, are going to have to be moved and rescheduled. So if you have got an appointment in, if you had an appointment in for a specific date this year and we're not aware of it, so if you've got a very special occasion and you already had that appointment in, please make sure that you email me, okay, and tell me. And like, you know, I know that everybody kind of hair is important and all of those things, but you know, please appreciate that it's like, you know, we're in and your support while we've been closed has been amazing from all of you. Like, we literally, my thing about the pier the other week, you know, we are held up by all of you as guests, and you are testament to the salon of how supportive and how amazing you've all been during this time. And so it's a night, you know, you can see it's a nightmare now in trying to like kind of that whole thing. So, you know, just appreciate, like, well, I'm trying my hardest now. The team is trying their hardest to make sure that we get to all of you and we get you all booked back in, and in a fair and kind of orderly manner. But if you do have an appointment that's really kind of vital, then please let me know, and we'll see what we can do. I obviously can't make any promises at this stage. And again, it may be that you have to adjust your stylist, like I say, because they're not going to be in. It's not going to be like before where they're all in on certain days. So we are, and each week is slightly different as well. just to explain that. So week 1 and week 2. So week 1 is one shift pattern, and then everybody changes in week 2. So hopefully it means that over the 2 weeks, you will have a day where the person that you want is either on a late or an early. And obviously then week 3 is like week 1 and week 4 is like week 2. So think about that then. And then hopefully kind of from that point forward, what I would say is I don't envisage at this point in time that for the first 4 weeks, we will go back to accepting bookings online. So I think when we do first open, for us to control everything, we will only take bookings over the telephone because we need to kind of adjust and control the appointments online. Does anybody have any questions on anything? Life, the solar system? How beautiful was the beach this morning? I wholeheartedly recommend, if anybody wants to do an accidental social distancing wave on the beach tomorrow in Hastings and St Leonard's, it's that the tides are super, super low this week. So there is even apparently a chance that we might be able to walk around the end of the pier at one point. I think it's it's actually like I think it's like 6 inches, which is like tiny, like, you know, kind of for the tide, it means that it's super really, really low out, and it's in the mornings this week. So this morning was 5:30, so it'll be about 6 o'clock tomorrow, etc. But I will be out with Chica wherever she is. Although this morning Ben laughed and asked where was she whilst I was filming the video. Let's get rid of that priority pass now. Oh, there we go. You can have me full screen. What more could you want? The solar system. Kirsty would like an explanation of the solar system. Do you know, I liked this the other day. So if you caught my thing about perspective, I just had a general ramble. I know I could tell you all as well. So after God knows how many years, I am actually a non-smoker and loving every moment of it. So I have ditched them at long last. I haven't given up because actually there was nothing to give up. So I am now a non-smoker and actually really enjoying it. And so that happened. That happened while we were off. Anyway, the solar system. So interestingly, my whole thing this morning on the beach, my morning metaphor, and my whole thing about perspective, I kind of had this one. Okay, so like when you ask about the solar system, so like people say, oh, the sun rises in the east, it sets in the west. The sun doesn't rise and set at all. There you go. So for years and years and years, you may think, and the perspective is that the sun comes up and then goes down, but it doesn't. Okay, it doesn't actually come up and go down. There's no sunrise, there's no sunset. It's just the position of the earth in relation to the sun that makes it look like that. It's all about perspective, which was, if you haven't seen it, there's a morning metaphor from me this morning down on the beach of my many different things. So, and there's obviously for those people as well, because I'm now obviously a born again non-smoker. Just I can spot that there's a couple of team members in there. So just so you're aware that the salon will be completely no smoking when we return. So that's something for you to all look forward to, because I'm thinking of your health. Okay. I was just like, how many? Well, when we started lockdown on the whole smoking thing, I think I realized that I was at probably 40 a day, and I've been smoking now since I was 16. So how many years is that? 22, no, longer, 23, 24 years. 24 years. That is, no, more than that. More than that. 24, 30. Oh my God, 30 something years. Yeah, 33 years. 33 years. That's disgusting. I probably could have bought like, I probably could have bought a whole spa for the amount that I spent on cigarettes in my lifetime. There you are, perspective. It's all about perspective. I can't see any hairdressing questions. Kirsty, I've answered your question about the solar system. I've put it out there now that I'm a non-smoker as well, so that will be the final bit, because any of you know me, I'm a perfectionist and I can't stand failure, so that's it. So I've announced it now to the whole of you, so that's it now. Thanks, Professor Jody. Any others? You know who I don't think I've spied is Kelly. I don't think I've spied Kelly, but anyway, Kelly was the winner of our Platinum Pass this week. Because if you've seen her blow dry, so Kelly has like the thickest hair you've ever seen. She just got married. It's beautiful. Kirsty, I have you to thank for bringing Kelly into my world as a client, but she has, boy, does she have some hair. It takes me nearly an hour to blow dry it. And she's been following my advice from the blow dry videos that I did. And she's got her blow dry down to like, 24 minutes, and her hair's lasting 6 days. So it's epic. And she's posted twice this week. If you're not in the virtual salon, the House of Brooks virtual salon group, all you have to do is on the Facebook page, ask to join it, and then you can join in there. It's a little secret salon online. And then we've been running a competition for blow dries, etc. So congratulations to Kelly. I will write to you and let you know because you're not in here this evening. But I will let you know after this if somebody else hasn't done so. I don't believe there's any other questions. Thank you to those people with the kind words about smoking. There's this point that I want to make, though. Somebody just put giving up. So it definitely is about a mindset. Okay. And the first thing you have to acknowledge is that there's nothing to give up. Okay. So I just became a non-smoker because there was actually nothing to give up. There was wasting money, bad health, etc. All of those things. Yeah. So I'm kind of like, I did some meditation and some different bits and kind of, yeah. And although I've kind of been here before, but I feel very different about it this time. And I knew it was something that I definitely had to do. So it's the weight next. It's the weight next. So before I hit that 5-0, I'm going to literally look better than I did at 40. That's my goal. So you can watch this journey over the next year. That, and to obviously continue to make the salon successful for all of you, which I can't do without all of you lovely people. So we're coming up to 50 minutes. And if we don't have any more questions, I've answered the question about the solar system. The sun doesn't actually rise and set. The world just changes position. It's all about perspective. Annie is asking Jodie, if that question is going to be when will we open? So if any of you have memberships, once we reopen, those will all go live again. So when we know that we're reopening, they will all go live. So I'll contact you and let you know. So if you did have any of the memberships, so that's for any of you, some of you may or may not know, but you can pay a monthly fee and then not pay a hairdressing bill. So if you had that, I know Tanya is just asking me, Kirsty's on there as well. The moment we know that we're opening, I will reactivate your memberships and it will take the first payment in preparation. Okay. So the moment I know that we're reopening, I will go back in and reactivate your memberships. And on that day, it will take a payment. If you specifically want me to leave it till a set date, then just email me. Okay. but I kind of obviously plate spinning and juggling. I hope that's okay. Is that okay to members? There will be some other news with regards to memberships. Just to let you know that those people who buy the monthly blow dry pass, at this point, for the first 4 weeks, we will not be doing the monthly blow dries because we just need to work out how those appointments all fit in. And I will explain them. So basically what happens with memberships is that you buy a membership. So there is different levels: bronze. Is it bronze or is it gold? Yeah, bronze, silver, and gold. And basically that's different stylists. Don't want to get people confused with priority pass, but effectively, and instead of paying, like if you have your hair cut every 4 weeks, for instance, instead of paying for a full, or your color done, if you have your color done every 6 weeks. So a lot of people do it for their color. If you have your color done every 6 weeks, then basically what we do is you pay a membership that goes out every month instead, and then you just don't pay when you come in. So it's different levels depending on the stylists, but certainly for things like a tint regrowth, if you're having that done every 6 weeks, then it works out cheaper to do that on a membership. And if you're someone that has your hair cut, so effectively if you have your hair cut without fail every like 6 weeks, then you will be saving money by having a membership. They are going to change slightly, and there is going to be a new type of membership, which I haven't finished working on yet, and now I'm going to end up announcing it. So there is going to be a diamond membership, which is actually one flat out fee for the year, but means absolutely no bills. So that will be unlimited blow dries, unlimited cuts, and unlimited color. And it is paid in, it's one fee. With that one, it's slightly different, is that you do have to pay it over 3 months. Okay, so the final amount isn't out yet, but effectively, obviously it's quite big. It's quite a large bill, but you are saving an awful lot of money. So for instance, if you do something like our blow dry club, which is £60 a month, then effectively, you know, obviously you're getting your hair blow dried every week for that. Kind of that works out for like loads of people do the blow dry club. So, but what will happen with Diamond is effectively you'll get everything. So, but obviously that's quite a big membership, but it will work out a lot cheaper over the year. It means that you can have weekly blow dries, as many cuts as you like. There's no limit on your color. The difference is that does have to be paid in 3 installments. So you are paying for a year, but it will be paid over 3 months. Okay, or you can pay in one lump sum. So Andrea, diamonds are a girl's best friend. Let's hope diamond membership is a girl's best friend. When the diamond membership is launched, which will be in the next couple of weeks, whether we've gone back or not, there will only be limited number of diamond memberships. So it will be an exclusive club, and they won't be there won't be masses of them, obviously. So they'll be limited, and they will be on a first come, first serve basis. I haven't finished putting it together because obviously I have sat around doing nothing whilst we've been on lockdown. But obviously in line with that, there is going to be some other memberships as well. I'm looking at how we change that. So obviously you'll have diamond, sapphire, ruby, emerald, and they all mean different things. Okay. I can't believe I've kept your attention again for another like 56 minutes. I'm hoping to have the diamond membership information in the next couple of weeks. Okay. So I'm hoping to have it done in the next couple of weeks. And there won't be, with diamond membership, it won't be specific to a designer. So it, in fact, will just basically give you access to the salon. But look, if any of you got any suggestions, look, I am driven by you as guests and how amazing you are. So if you have any suggestions of what you would like to see in a diamond membership, then by all means email me. Okay, and I will see whether we can make that happen. And also you can manage a membership. So the other thing to say to you all as well is if you have bought a priority pass, you will see it on your online booking account. It will be there. If you go into your account and click memberships, that's where it will be. They are going to be put on general release tomorrow. What is remaining at the moment, like I say, we've sold out of platinum. We're halfway through the gold, and there's quite a few silver priority passes and quite a few bronze left, but no platinum. All gone. Kelly, you got one because you did a blow dry. Amazing, 2 blow dries on your hair. I haven't planned another webinar at this point, but if you would like me to do another webinar, then make some suggestions. Maybe on curling hair or day 2, day 3 hair, maybe. So just let me know now what you'd like a webinar on. I think it's because I'm hoping secretly that tomorrow old Boris says that we can all start going back to work in the next couple of weeks. So let's hope, let's fingers crossed. I can't remember what I was saying. I was just seeing that I've had a confirmation from my priority pass, but I can't see it on my membership. I will check for you, Andrea. They should appear there. You have to click in, sign into your account, and then go on your profile. And it's not where it says memberships at the top. It will be memberships in amongst where you put your card details. It should be there. They should show. I've been told they will. If they don't, I apologize having said that, and I'll have a look. Could I do hair up? Not your usual ponytail or bun. Is that, are you, Kirsty, are you saying that all I've shown you is a ponytail or bun? Hair up's really not my bag. But if you give me a bit more specifics on what you'd like to see, I'm quite good at cheats hair up. So if you give me some more specifics on what you'd like to see in terms of hair up, then I can see whether I can do it. Other people in the team are better at hair up than me. And at the moment, because they're all furloughed, I can't ask them to do webinars, I'm afraid, because that would be breaking the law. So I hope, Kirsty, no, it's all I can do. I hope that that's answered your questions. We are super excited. Obviously, I will continue to get people booked into our magic 4-week diary. I know it's time to go now because I'm turning into the Matrix, because I'm starting to fade. In a minute, I'll have holes here as my green screen disappears. Okay. So thank you again for joining me. I can't believe it's we're just kind of gradually dwindling numbers, but again, amazing. If you have any questions, just email me. I did your hair up. It was brilliant. You haven't, so I don't know who you are who said that, because your name, it hasn't come up, so I don't know who you are, but that's great. I'm glad that I did your hair up and it was brilliant. I'm not bad at it. It's just not my, it's not my bag, as they say. Take not rank. I can't see that one now. So please all continue to stay calm, stay safe, and self-isolate. And thank you so much for joining me this evening. It kind of makes me feel better in myself. I feel like I've reconnected, and because I can pretend, as long as I don't actually look that way, then it actually feels like I am in the salon. And obviously, if you need products, you can buy those online. I did 5 deliveries this afternoon. with products, which has been amazing. Fabuloso is on the. There's a Fabuloso gift set. If you didn't see that, that went out today. They've nearly sold out. But other than that, email me if you have any questions. Get yourselves a priority pass. We'll get you booked back in. And I will endeavour in the next few weeks to let you know about Diamond membership. Thank you all for being so supportive and epic and liking everything. I will put together now another webinar as well on some Cheats Hair Up, which we'll probably have to do via video. I'll film at the salon. I think that worked quite well, filming it and then coming and presenting it here. And other than that, if you're on the beach at 6 o'clock tomorrow morning, and you see a slightly overweight hairdresser that looks a bit more pink skin because he does non-smoker now, and a big white dog, then that's me. So just wave and say hello. Don't forget to get your To get your priority passes, you need to go to check your emails. There'll be an email in there, or click on the link from the Facebook page. But www.houseofbrooks.com/priority booking purchase. If you want to buy products, then that is from our online store, which is www.houseofbrooksstore.point. They are two different entities. So online booking. So if you have bought products and your card details are stored there, that is nothing to do with the online booking and your priority pass. So it has to be done separately. Thank you, lovely people. I am going to go now and stop waffling, mainly because it's dinner time and I'm really hungry. Thank you so much. I will pop up a webinar for next Wednesday. Any questions in the meantime, just get in touch. But bye. Take care. Stay safe. We'll see you all soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.